Welcome to another interview brought to you by Connected, AIChE's online community. My name is Megan Donaldson, and I'm a research scientist at the Dow Chemical Company, and I'm also the past chair of AIChE's Women's Initiatives Committee. Today, we're coming to you from the 2016 AIChE Spring Meeting and our Global Congress for Process Safety. With me, I have Beth Bryce, Career Services Director from Northwood University, and also a career strategist and transformation coach and founder of Girls to Women Coaching. So Beth is our keynote speaker for the Women's Initiatives Committee sponsored event, which is entitled Women's Workplace Retention and Reentry. And this year our focus is really on the reentry piece. So we're looking at re-entering industry and really providing the tips and strategies that people can take to get back into the workforce after taking a period of time off. So welcome, Beth. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm thrilled to be here.
So your talk is entitled 12 Steps for Successful Career Transitions. So can you talk to the audience a little bit about the challenges that people take during this type of transition?
Absolutely. I think there's two main ones that come to mind that aren't even on people's radar screens. The first one is isolation. Isolation will actually suck the life right out of you. Many people think that they can do this on their own, and what happens is month after month turns into year after year being stuck and spinning their wheels. And so what they start feeling is depressed, frustrated, bitter, and simply lost. And during that time, confidence starts chipping away at them, which is doubly hard because it's already difficult enough to do a career transition, and now you're swimming upstream against the current trying to fix your psyche. And so it's so important to find help. And actually, 80% of all opportunities are found through networking. And usually when I say that, the color drains from people's faces, right? But it's so important. It's so critical to have a personal board of directors. And it always shocks me when I ask a group of people, how many of you have a mentor? And maybe a couple of hands go up. So it's important that we have mentors, challengers, cheerleaders, people who will actually support us in a very inspiring and compassionate system. And beyond that, it's just as simple as creating a list of 50 people that you can reach out to, who to connect with over coffee, ask for advice, maybe have them look at your resume. Who do they know that you should know? They might not be able to help you, but they might know somebody who can. And typically, people are working their list of 50, and they don't even get through all of them. They've landed their dream job. And so the second thing, which really correlates with isolation, is confidence, or lack thereof. It's managing that negative self-talk that goes on in our mind about, I'm not even qualified, why can't I just be happy where I'm at? Fears like that, that we need to learn strategies to master our negative self-talk. So whatever works for you, whether it's mindfulness, meditation, vision boards, finding out people, surrounding people that really support you in an inspiring and compassionate way. Could be even as simple as power poses. When I send people in to interview, I say, go to the bathroom for a couple of minutes and do an Amy Cuddy power pose. Great TED Talk, Amy Cuddy. So mastering your self-talk and ask for help.
Great.
Yeah.
So you talk about 12 different steps or strategies that people can take to go at this career transition. So can you give us an example of why it's so important to develop this plan or this strategy to really figure out this pivotal time in someone's career?
Yeah, definitely. I think it gets back to the emotions, managing emotions. What a plan will do for you is take the emotion out of it. So when you approach it from a business standpoint, so you're executing to a plan, you're completing the action steps, you're driving momentum, you're achieving results, you really don't have time to stay at pity city, right? And start falling downwards. So especially if you have an accountability partner. So someone that's kind of calling you up and saying, how are you doing on that goal of yours? And they don't give you much room to whine and start spiraling down. So mastering that, a plan will do that for you, right? And I do have a great example. I just finished a successful career transition with someone. what people really don't realize is it could take up 6 months to a year. And so this particular person was looking for a stretch role, right? Wanted to get a higher position, executive role in an industry that she's never worked in before. And that's what I help people with. So again, the negative self-talk. I've never even worked in that industry. How am I going to be qualified for that? Well, you are. You have skills, you have experiences, and those correlate, right? So once we muddle through that, there's the whole interview process and job negotiation process. That took almost 6 months in itself.
Wow.
And so through that, she really needed to have clarity, again, from the plan, on what she wanted in a career and what was important to her, what were her non-negotiables, what was she going to walk away with if they didn't give her. And so knowing when to push and knowing when to pull. Again, it's not something you really want to do alone. You can, but it can be much funner when you have someone along the ride with you riding shotgun. So, you know, at the end, fantastic opportunity. She managed the emotions and executed the plan and landed the job.
That's great.
Yeah,
Excellent.
yeah.
So your last question. So what is the key message that you really want our participants to take away at the end of this workshop?
Wow, I would say that it's never ever too late, that you are more marketable than you think you are, regardless of your situation. I have some really great news. We are living healthier, longer, more prosperous lives, so we're going to be working well into our 70s, and yes, that's the good news.
Yes, absolutely.
So you probably have 2 or 3 more careers left in you, so why not follow your passion? Why not? What do you have to risk, right? So that is the key message that I want to leave people with. Absolutely. And do it with somebody else. Don't try it alone. You know, bring along successful people who care for you, who are on your team. You know, give them the honor of helping you.
Excellent. Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
So we've been speaking with Beth Bryce from Northwood University. We want to really thank you for taking the time
Thank
to
you.
join us at our spring meeting and giving us a lot of fantastic advice on career transitions as well as reentering the workforce and all for our connected and AIChE community. So thank you.